Israel, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under commanding General Yohana, presents the Lord's 55th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 55th Annual Passover is rapidly approaching. Commanding General Yohana is calling for all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to remember what the Lord did for us by saving us from our oppressors and choosing us to be a special people unto Him, the real Jews and Israelites. Passover will be held in Durham, North Carolina. Pay your Passover fee. Anyone 17 years of age or older must pay $200. Come and enjoy fresh lamb, unleavened bread, and the Spirit of Christ. Can't wait to see you all there, Israel. Shalom.
Cabins on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us.
UPK, we out here in Baltimore, you know what I mean? We was having an amazing food and clothing drive out here, feeding the people, clothing the people, understand, getting love for the brothers and sisters out here.
But that was my got my nigga Rewan with me. But that was my niggas to be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under commanding General Yohana. That for my niggas to be an honor and a blessing. Look, hey, straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home. That's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown, I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my Hakim gon' let him have it. Hey, think you the shit, this truth, this shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it, ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talkin' shit, yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm reppin'. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you
Israel, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under commanding General Yohana, presents the Lord's 55th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 55th Annual Passover is rapidly approaching. Commanding General Yohana is calling for all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to remember what the Lord did for us by saving us from our oppressors and choosing us to be a special people unto Him, the real Jews and Israelites. Passover will be held in Durham, North Carolina. Pay your Passover fee. Anyone 17 years of age or older must pay $200. Come and enjoy fresh lamb, unleavened bread, and the Spirit of Christ. Can't wait to see you all there, Israel. Shalom.
Cabins on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us.
See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. Hey, hey. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, 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 I was born to be a soldier.
problems kicking in, I call it real life. Now I'm feeling trapped, who can I trust? Second guessing everything, who can I love? I remember sleeping on the floor, ready for whatever, I was sleeping by the door. I was down bad, didn't want no one to know. I was on my own, didn't have nowhere to go. Everything I seen was a test. I was born to be a soldier, nothing less. This is the life that I chose, this the life that I chose, this the life that I chose, this the life that I chose.
Hey, see, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier.
This is the life that I chose.
See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier.
This is the life that I chose.
See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. Left, right, left.
All black is the uniform. Soldiers dead and gone, I'm forever pouring liquor for them. Try me on my brothers, and I'll be moving bodies for them. Came up out the struggle and maintained through the storm. Niggas dying for dead presidents, fucking up their residence. White man dirty tricks, they call this shit politics. Vagabonds, and they some natural born lunatics. That what they is. They shut you down when you speaking truth. It black boots when you in the truth. It black boots when you in the truth. This is the life that I chose, nigga.
See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. Left, right, left.
Serious, and you're looking for a Christ man, the one who's anointed with the Lord, with the Spirit of the Lord, to do His will. I'm that nigga.
One West, 125th Street. Look, y'all put y'all faith in presidents like they gon' change this country. Run the league and let y'all play cause y'all gon' make a money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on Congo.
American honor don't like no soldiers. Through the spirit of the Lord, we don't like no soldiers. You understand me?
Like a saint, black, Hispanic, native, they hate y'all as the same. Hate Christ in their image, paint you as a slave. God ain't all love, scriptures say he hate African soft niggas, they know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in the cell toilet connected to the sink. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dream. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We living bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lie sound promising. Prophecy, gift and the curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never love your enemy, that shit ain't gon' work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the UPK, taught me the art of warring. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't bandage no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville and I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shock on my life. I want to be a gangster like a cop. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I can never be no African. UPK the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. women got a hug from your honor. That's the way out for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolves in sheep clothing, Joe Osteen. Real priest bringing back black royalty. One West on my headpiece, rank and order. Can't let them trick me off the streets, I gotta raise my daughter. I got brothers at the border ducking ICE agents. I got the name change, it was life changing. My family thought it was a game. Put on all black, they said I was going through a phase. It's more of us in jail than it was slaves.
Aquí somos la Escuela Israelita del Conocimiento Práctico Universal. Hoy estamos aquí.
Lord Commandant General Yohana na ISUPK.
This is what Commander General Yohana did. This is what he did. Look at all these numbers.
First camp, I cut off all my dreads. I took an oath when that oil hit my head. Niggas capping like they lids. I'm a priest, I never stick no fork in no pig. I was dead till I found out how to live. This brotherhood taught me how to be a man. I came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church. I had to dig.
That's right.
You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church.
Israel, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under commanding General Yohana, presents the Lord's 55th annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 55th annual Passover is rapidly approaching. Commanding General Yohana is calling for all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to remember what the Lord did for us by saving us from our oppressors and choosing us to be a special people unto Him, the real Jews and Israelites. Passover will be held in Durham, North Carolina. Pay your Passover fee. Anyone 17 years of age or older must pay $200. Come and enjoy fresh lamb, unleavened bread, and the Spirit of Christ. Can't wait to see you all there, Israel. Shalom.
Gathered on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us.
Israel, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under commanding General Yohana, presents the Lord's 55th annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 55th annual Passover is rapidly approaching. Commanding General Yohana is calling for all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to remember what the Lord did for us by saving us from our oppressors and choosing us to be a special people unto Him, the real Jews and Israelites. Passover will be held in Durham, North Carolina. Pay your Passover fee. Anyone 17 years of age or older must pay $200. Come and enjoy fresh lamb, unleavened bread, and the Spirit of Christ. Can't wait to see you all there, Israel. Shalom.
Gathered on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us.
Back row. blow a kite quick. Times of war, we ain't forget about you, keep your light lit. Rappers can't see, most of them scared to witness. Go and close your eyes, there's one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair or extensions. Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Brothers on them fences, 23 and 1 out. Praying that commissary hit before it run out. Riches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My co-captain, riding on these whole rappers. My hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury, I got 2 jets. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. There's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Gun on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart grip, my bow tie. Waiting on the squab in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart grip, my bow tie. Living in the squab in my whole life. My whole life. It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, it got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably folding this paper origami. My name is pure as the Sani, my wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home with change features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her, they don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on the face, but it's not concealing the pain, it's a shame. So I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tint, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s Missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that God flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut Tahoe Wall straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that block work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making an op hurt. Lighters in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. And Ken, the streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart grip, my bow tie. Waiting on the squab in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart grip, my bow tie. Living in the squab in my whole life. My whole life.
Israel, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under commanding General Yohana, presents the Lord's 55th annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 55th annual Passover is rapidly approaching. Commanding General Yohana is calling for all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to remember what the Lord did for us by saving us from our oppressors and choosing us to be a special people unto Him. The real Jews and Israelites. Passover will be held in Durham, North Carolina. Pay your Passover fee. Anyone 17 years of age or older must pay $200. Come and enjoy fresh lamb, unleavened bread, and the Spirit of Christ. Can't wait to see you all there, Israel. Shalom.
Cabins on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us.
Real time, man, shit. Make sure you let these niggas know what time it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Get on this motherfucker. Let these niggas know what time it is, you understand? We royalty, nigga.
King Ty really one of the realest. I survived drive-bys from them killers. Like I got 9 lives, I got 9 wives. I said fine wine with them bitches. I'm spitting fire bombs in your city. I got like 8 or 9 niggas with me. And when y'all ready to die in a minute, One West, we the best in the business. I get offended, I fuck niggas spend it. Talking they get it, but niggas is timid. Rappers is softer than linen. Catch me out parking lot pimping. What more could I give them? I've been the hottest forever. Why would I lie about cheddar? I could do better. I just put loyalty first. Royalty coming whenever. Pull off in the Jetta. Curvy, she on me, you sweater. My fault like wearing a sweater in summertime weather. Haters so salty, no pepper. You not that seasoned or clever. I'm with the rebel. Used to pump bass with the treble. Baking a cake in a kettle. I used to cook up the work. Now I just cook with the metal. Gotta keep foot to the pedal. Yeah, let me give it gas on the highway. Let the music blast on the calm day. Break the Glock down into 3 parts. Put the 3 together like my Najee. Sipping like Bombay with my enclave. Got my mind made. Ain't no time waste. No. Eating prime steak with a fine date at a fine place. Getting violated.
Hey, listen. I already told these niggas. You understand? I call up King Ty. He say, what's up? I say, what's good, my lord? Listen, he like, listen. These niggas ain't ready for none of this. You understand? I said, listen, if the nigga ain't One West, he ain't got it on his arm or his chest. I don't give a fuck about the nigga. It's just me and my niggas. We royalty, yeah.
I got the hammer, you running, man. Come through your window like rubber man. Snapping your neck like a rubber band. Talk to my jaw like the sun is set. He told me murder you rappers. Uppercut sending you vertical actors. Y'all got me coming with verbal attackers. I might attack you type physical too. So y'all be rhyming the way y'all be shining. I'm blinding these rappers like Mr. Magoo. These haters miserable, we indivisible. Look at these haters like they got no clue. No clue. They hold up ones in them W's. Really, bro, don't get too comfortable. If you ain't cut from the cloth, co-signed by the boss, then we do not fuck with you. Cause you wouldn't last here. I told you the same shit last year.
Already told.
Keep talking that trash, I have a car, come kick your ass in.
Already know.
Your jaw like glassware. We pull up, not rocking no mask there. Don't care if you spot us, you know how you got us. It's over, you saying your last prayer.
Israel, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under commanding General Yohana, presents the Lord's 55th annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 55th annual Passover is rapidly approaching. Commanding General Yohana is calling for all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to remember what the Lord did for us by saving us from our oppressors and choosing us to be a special people unto Him. The real Jews and Israelites. Passover will be held in Durham, North Carolina. Pay your Passover fee. Anyone 17 years of age or older must pay $200. Come and enjoy fresh lamb, unleavened bread, and the Spirit of Christ. Can't wait to see you all there, Israel. Shalom.
Cabins on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us.
ISUPK presents The 55th annual Passover corsage. Order now. Only $10. The red corsages are for the married sisters only. The white corsages, sisters must complete 6 months in the school. Contact your camp leader now. Order now. Only $10. You must complete the payment. Pre-order your corsages now. Also, the 55th sister to pre-order will win one of these amazing handcrafted leather accessories for your wrist. Click the link in the description below to pre-order your corsages now.
For homicide detectives, the clock starts ticking the moment they are called. Their chance of solving a murder is cut in half if they don't get a lead within the first 48 hours.
I do anything to keep my brothers safe. I'm putting food on my daughter's plate. You fucking losers, y'all just can't relate. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. You will find me on the first 48. Find me on the first 48. I do anything to keep my daughters safe. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. Sitting in that room, hear the interrogator's voice. They asking why I do it. I tell them I had no choice. Couldn't take a threat or a risk to my family, so throw the book at me. I take them charges happily. Ain't no need for no polygraphs or forensics. I put that fucker in a body bag, I'll admit it. Fuck a sentence or the jury that will convict me. They don't understand, it's my family, they represent me. So for them, I risk my freedom, roll the dice. I ain't got much more for you crackers, go ahead and give me life. You don't know what it's like for the people that you love. They ain't there to get salutes, they ain't there to give you hugs. The same that done pulled me from the dirt and from the mud is gone because of who? Y'all rather shed your blood. My brother's kids like my other kids. If you touch them, fuck around, get another bid, plus 10. Put me in the Supermax, I get super jacked, working out every day, canteen super stack, cool with that. Long as it mean my daughter's safe, my brother's winning, that's a chance I take. Still my fate. I do anything to keep my brothers safe. I'm putting food on my daughter's plate. You fucking losers, y'all just can't relate. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. I got wives that done gave they all to stand beside me. Kids that can't see me fall, look at me proudly. Respected by men with honor up on their name. You harm one of them, I promise that you'll see pain. I'm one West train, made an oath to uphold it. Stood with my back against the wall, never folded. Grew up in the city where the love ain't brotherly. I ain't had too many friends, I ain't need the company. I'm my father's son, so I'm cool, just don't fuck with me. I say that you my homie, you're my brother, then you stuck with me. Never turn my back on mine, it's to the dirt. You cross them across that line, I end you first. What only make it worse is loyalty hard to find. Never think cause you out of sight, you out of mind. And I don't mind dying now, cause reincarnation got me coming back. Same scars in my heart aching. Be parlaying with killers from all places. Every last one of them for me a broad day shit. So what you think, I won't do it for them? Once they let me out the cell, shit, I do it again. It's for the family. I do anything to keep my brothers safe. I'm putting food on my daughter's plate. You fucking losers, y'all just can't relate. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. Find me on the first 48. Find me on the first 48. I do anything to keep my people safe. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48.
Yabashishrabrakathum.
Yabashishrabrakathum.
Sulaki, you can hear me good?
Yeah, Kawakan, sir.
How the audio coming through? Still what?
Loud and clear.
Kawakan, sir.
What's going on? What's going on, Akim?
Not much, sir.
I see in hell, and I mean in that background right there. What's going on there?
Listen, I took a special trip to Gaza to let them know that China said the nuclear war gonna be bad for everybody, so don't complain.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, what's happening now is mercy, is that it's water sports. China say the nuclear thing that's coming is going to be out of control. Yeah, I mean, so I'm giving a Sunday morning sermon in the Gaza, just to help everybody understand what's going on. Yeah, I mean,
that's right.
So we doing it up again Saturday night, every Saturday, Lord willing. Yeah, I mean, holding it down again for Commanding Johnny Hanna, hardest working man in Israel, rocking it out, putting together a bomb ass Passover,
That's
ridiculous Passover. You know what I mean? I think this one here is gonna be one for the books for sure. We say it every year, but damn.
Yeah.
This one here is gonna be something else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You miss this one, you're not gonna forgive yourself.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we in the mix. We're gonna jump right into it, unless you know what I mean. Anything else we gotta talk about before we get into it?
No, we get into it.
Listen, I wanna salute that soul there that made that powerful protest. He was very convincing in his argument.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, his argument was absolutely convincing. You know what I mean? A brother sent me the tape, Officer Warrior sent me the tape. We can't play it. We definitely can't play it for you all. You know what I mean? It's rough to watch.
When I say the tape, meaning Scorch? With him again.
Scorched earth.
Good.
You know, you used to have a military saying called scorched earth.
Yeah.
And brother, the Jews is black and he tried to be a Jew.
Boy.
He tried to be a Jew, brother. I mean,
kerosene gas.
Something flammable. Yes, something flammable, brother. And nigga poured that on himself and said, and listen, okay, this is how the demon work out. He struggled to light the damn thing up.
You serious?
Yeah. The thing wouldn't light. I don't know if it was the liquid, the fluid got on the lighter. And as he's scratching it, trying to grind it, it wasn't grinded. But he took a little while to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then he made a powerful speech out.
Yeah, he was about it. If you say he was, scratching away at that lighter, and he changed his mind in mid scratch. Yeah, he was about that joint.
Because I thought the Lord gave him a chance. The Lord was trying to tell him, "Don't do it, Rob." Or what's his name, Chris, or whatever the hell his name was. Aaron. No, don't do it, Aaron. I thought he'd have just cower down and get on his knees and shit, brother. But Aaron completed the mission.
So like it, sir. If I may, I watched the video and he said this is for Palestine, and I said, well, surely any of you good white folks out there that keep asking the ISUPK, what can you do? What does a good white person do? All I'm saying is, Aaron, he lit himself for Palestine. What are you willing to do for God's people? If you're a good white person, I'm just saying. I ain't telling nobody light nothing on fire, and I'm not telling you. I'm just saying, what are you willing to do if you believe? We're God's chosen people, and you oppressors always asking, well, what can a white man do? Every class, I'm a white man. What can I do? Well, we've seen what Aaron did for Palestine.
Yo, brother. And listen, Listen, because like what you say in there, brother, I don't think they would fully understand it. Now, in fact, I'm gonna send you the video too, Cap. I'm gonna send you the video,
Please,
brother.
let me see that.
The
Let me see. You know what I mean, if there's some, you know what I mean, Caucasian out there that could be saved. You know what I mean?
Brother, they say Aaron, how to say, he who endured to the end? Aaron endured to the end, Doc.
Right.
Brother, he lit himself on fire and started yelling, "Free Palestine! Free Palestine!" Free. And then he took a deep breath. He said, "Oh, free Palestine!" Brother, the fire get up under him. But this time, he's fully on fire. He's fully on fire.
Oh, man.
He took a deep breath. He's like, "Oh, free Palestine! Oh, free Palestine! And then like the oxygen go on. He just stood there for about 5 seconds and then fell over. And by the time he fell over, brother, his clothes was burnt off. His skin was black like this wristband.
Yeah.
I mean, his pants is burnt off. You seen his boots, his leg going all the way down to his ankles, black out.
America. Yeah. America, that's your fault. You know what I mean? And for you, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians who listening and watching the show, even for you so-called oppressors who watching the show, we have bad landlords. We have bad oppressors. You understand? This oppressor was willing to light himself on fire to protest. They just unalive a soldier. That was a soldier. Where described there was a soldier. And they just unalive a soldier who will have gone and put his life on the line for his people. You have bad leaders. You know what I mean? And it's time, you know what I mean? We got to wake up and recognize that America and all these, you know what I mean, other countries that is about democracy, about freedom, is really not about freedom and democracy. No. It's not. You know what I mean? That's America fault right there. That's why they're not even they ain't bringing it on what you call it again?
On the news.
They ain't playing this on the news.
No,
they're not playing this on the news.
And this happened broad daylight on Sunday. Sunday, like around 1 o'clock in the evening. I think this was on where's the Israeli embassy off Connecticut Avenue on Mass Avenue. I don't think it's on Mass Avenue. I think it's in the cut up there by Van Nessa. I think it's in the cut up there by close to where the Chinese embassy is up on that side.
Yeah, trying to have.
I think it's somewhere up there. Because are you able to pull it up?
Yep, it's by Van Ness Street and Upton Street.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, in the back there is Pakistani embassy. I think Saudi Arabia,
Nigeria.
Brunei, oil moguls, oil moguls, and them certain embassies is up there. The rest of them is on Massachusetts Avenue.
Right.
And this oppressor, he marched right up to the gates of the Israeli embassy. He did this in front of the Israeli embassy.
Yeah.
And when he walked up, you hear somebody from behind the gate say, "Can I help you? Can I help you?" And he set his phone down. And while he walking up, he's saying, "I'm tired of being part of a genocide. I'm tired of being part of a genocide. It's too long. I'm tired of it. I'll be part of this genocide no more." And he set his phone down and he went up. He said, "Free Palestine." And he poured, this is him pouring the bottle over his head out. He soaked himself out. And he light, brother. He went down there for about a good maybe 10 seconds trying to light this thing up.
Yeah.
And they over there saying, "Can I help you? Can I help you?" And he did that thing, brother, and started yelling, "Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine." Brother, he on fire.
Yeah.
This nigga looking like Ghost Rider. Ever see Ghost Rider?
Yeah.
Brother, he on there looking like full Ghost Rider with the flame on her.
And Cap, he was so dedicated to the damn cause. It's like you could tell he forced himself to stand.
Yeah.
Until damn near he just couldn't, his body couldn't stand no more. I watched it. And I was like, this oppressor right here was damn dedicated. I mean, I'm watching. I'm like, okay, when he gonna fall? Because when I first seen it, I'm like, this is fake. I'm like, this cannot be real. But I'm watching, so I'm like, okay, he didn't fall, so I know it's fake. But this oppressor was so dedicated to the cause that he stood until he couldn't stand no more.
Oh, brother, listen, you so right. Like, okay, I was expecting once he lit himself, that he, and the fire get him,
got
he just
hysterical.
started, he just started to do this and drop and roll.
Right.
Brother, it's like he went into the full Imadium once he got on fire.
Yep.
He doubled down and puffed his chest up, brother.
Yep.
And just started yelling, "Free Palestine! Free Palestine!" And then when the fire really get into him, he just like that. And start yelling, "Free Palestine!" again, brother. Again and again and again.
Also, too, so I don't want to be long-winded about it, but the other thing I was looking at was our people that believe that we can go to war with Esau. Let me just ask any of you brothers and sisters out there, which one of you are willing to do this for any cause? Right. I'm not saying you should, but I'm just letting you know the beast that we're dealing with. He didn't do this for his own people. He did this for somebody else. Just know who we're dealing with, and the reason why Christ has to come back, because we're not doing this for anything. Esau would do this, and it wasn't even his own nation, his own people. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing I was talking to also Warrior when I said, I'm just glad he did this to himself, and he didn't decide to do what white people normally do, which is use us as a scapegoat. And he didn't burn down some black church or burn down or bomb some black daycare or something like that. So
he definitely, and listen now, the Bible says, "Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord had not done it?"
Right.
You can best believe, like if the Lord had him do this thing here for Gaza, think about how much fire is coming for the children of Israel.
That's right.
Think about how much fire is coming for what you did to us as a people.
Right.
If one of you could get the conscience to just go off there and just become a human torch over really essentially losing a war that you kind of started.
Yep.
You kind of bombed them people. I get they bombed you. I get all of that thing. But you're all over there. You all have your little politics going on, and you really, you're losing the war. That's really what it is. But damn, brother, talk about the video is something to watch out. I know they're not going to play it on the news, because I think if they show it and if they talk about it, more of them soldiers is going to do that.
Kawaka.
More of them soldiers is going to defect. They're going to do this. They're going to start. You're watching it,
brother.
Yeah, this man had the volume on. You gotta watch it with the volume on. You gotta hear him under the flame.
Yo, this man, he's spending at least 30 seconds trying to light himself up and all. And just decide to light the ground.
And stood in the fire. He stood in that fire, brother. He stood in that fire.
He was a young one too, eh?
Yeah, I think it was like 24, 26.
Yo, that man close falling off and all.
Brother, I tell you, by the time he fall on the ground and they get the fire extinguishers, and before they even come, his leg is black or onto the ground, like the Bible says. Onto the ground, dog.
Right.
And this Negro, it look like, they burn them hot dog, how they get black?
Yep.
That's how he look at. From head to toe, he was cooked. In the nation's capital, in the capital of the world, in Washington, D.C.
Right.
And he was no, rookie Air Force man. They say he was a veteran. He was, he's, even though he young, he have good years in service.
Yep.
Brother, Esau is such a devil. Esau approached the man with a gun.
I mean, it could be a trick. It could be a trick now. I see the CGI, There's There's CGI. There's drones. It could. I think they thought this was an attack on the embassy.
Yeah.
With all the security protocols, it's Sunday. I honestly think I wish I could show the footage, but I'm not chancing getting flagged. If I could show the footage up to when he poured the gasoline so people could see. Like they could have stopped this guy. And this is the sad thing about it, Doc. This is the real tragedy about it. He was allowed to walk up to the embassy and do this act, right?
Yeah.
And they just say, "Can I help you with something? Can I help you with something?" Meanwhile, that sister with the baby in the background, in the back of the car, got shot up by the Capitol Police. Got fully shot up. I think it happened twice. Another person got shot up by the Capitol Police for crossing a barricade.
Yeah.
For crossing him. And they chased her down. They got in the car and chased her. Made her crash the car, shot her up in the car, the baby in the backseat.
I remember
that. But this devil here, maybe if you shot him, he would have lived.
That's what I was expecting, Cap. I was expecting for them to get him before, like, in my mind, I'm like, y'all, I don't know, maybe because I've seen this before. And so it's like anybody that's trained to see it, you clearly know what he's doing. Either he's trying to set a bomb off or he about to light himself on fire. Either way, in my mind, I'm like, okay, they're going to shoot him before he can get it off. And it just didn't happen. I was like,
I could see it because on the tape, they're saying, "Can I help you? Can I help you with something?" Like there's a voice behind the gate saying it out.
Right.
Matter of fact, you remember, we went down to Buckingham Palace, evening time. A voice come out of nowhere, Kazak. We outside Buckingham Palace, brother. Getting ready to take the pictures. Well, a voice came out of the air and told us we couldn't be there. And brother, this is a tourist attraction.
Right.
This is a tourist attraction, but because it's really kind of almost like after hours type thing, you can't even stand outside the gate and take pictures, brother.
Damn.
So now for him, he walk up in that thing. They seen him walking down the street. That part of DC is under so much surveillance.
Right.
There's always Capitol Police up in that section. Always patrols up in that section. That's crazy. When I saw the footage, I could not believe it, and I couldn't believe the coverage it's not getting.
Right. I told you, Cap. I had to look it up. I did not. Okay. Also, William sent it to me on WhatsApp. I had to look it up on TikTok, and it's like nobody. Okay, there's videos on TikTok, but even still, it's not even on the damn algorithm. Like it's like on purpose not being shown. I was like, I ain't see this on the news nowhere.
Brother, listen, they're trying to downplay it. They're trying to downplay it. Like it's going with such a crisis right now. I think with Esau's military, it's an absolute crisis right now. Hold on one second. What's going on, Khan? You have some stuff there. It's such a crisis right now with Esau and his military out.
Right.
Where they can't afford for too much bad. Okay, remember, this is on the back of them 3 brothers and sisters from Georgia.
Sir.
You understand? This is on the back of that. And the 3 brothers and sisters died really because of the Gaza-Israel conflict.
Sir.
It wasn't nothing else. So now when you have this white, Air Force, is Air Force, right? Or Navy? Air Force. When you have this white airman, relatively decorated, not new, a vet in there, and he walking saying, "I'm tired of being, part of this genocide." Brother, that's a little bit too much fallout for them to deal with. That they are going to put this under the mat.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Going to put this under the mat. Listen, I'll send the video to y'all. I'll find a way they'll put it on some channel, private somewhere, so y'all could see it. Those of who ain't see the thing. Right. This dude here, he did it. He did it all the way to the end, and he couldn't take it no more.
Slug Cap. I don't know if General Q has the UPK news on WhatsApp. You might could put it there, sir.
I'm gonna send it to him and see.
Come on.
I'm gonna send it to him and see. But it's definitely our website. I'm gonna talk to the journal and see if it could go up on the website. That's our server. That they can't take that down.
Right.
You know
brother.
what I mean?
The way them going right now, I'm playing nothing past. Yeah, because I'm telling you, I don't know if you're following the stuff with the New York Times right now. What they're saying with the New York Times, they had this Caucasian woman. She's a young Israeli, and I think two other Caucasian men. They came out with a story about how there was mass rape, like Hamas used rape as a tool in their war, right? Come lo and behold, there's no evidence, but you constantly hear people. If you hear them like Biden or other political people speak on Hamas, that's one of the things they always bring up to try and justify what Israel doing right now. And the story, there's no evidence to back it up. Even the person who the family who lost a member in it, they said they were used by these people
to promote whatever it is.
Yeah, to promote that whole rape, because they know once the like propaganda is something where once it start, by the time everything finish, you still trying to figure out how the hell we get into this. It's like weapons of mass destruction. Nobody care about that anymore. But America done do what they had to do. But you forget that that's what they went in on. Weapons of mass destruction. Somehow in history, you had to know what to look for to figure out why it is they went in there. And then they'll come out and say, well, this story, propaganda is something, Esau, he like they are best at it. I don't think these other nations could really mess with Esau when it comes to propaganda in that way. You know what I mean?
No.
So
no. Like he's a master of like it's almost like he has a gift of marketing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like how he sells stuff. Just how his commercials are. Like this devil could sell. And part of that selling is propaganda.
Right.
Absolute propaganda. He makes something, and you see some cold medicine, and the medicine actually fighting the cold in a damn CGI graphic in your nose. You know what I mean? Like you go all the way into the whole marketing of it. And that's his gift. He's a salesman. He could, that's one of his gifts. His real gift is, of course, the sword. But that convincing with deception and stuff, he's the devil. He's good at that thing.
Right.
He's good at that thing. But by the time the truth come out, it won't even matter. He's that good.
Yeah, it done.
He's that good. He'll drop the lie today and put $1 billion behind it and make everybody believe it. And somebody will stand up in the meeting and be like, but what will we do when people find out the truth? By that time, it won't even matter.
Yeah, that's like for example, the brother, what's his name? Dave Chappelle. Remember when he was just missing? And they say he was off his rockers, he was this, he was that. Yeah, you started to hear all type of propaganda, and then he literally had to come out and tell you what was really happening and what's really going on. You know what I mean? Which lets you know, what they're doing to us. That whole thing on the border with the Mexicans, all that is propaganda. Everything they're doing to the saying about black people, all that is propaganda. Just to keep you, to keep your mind occupied. So you ain't thinking about even trying to conquer this earth. Because, brother, I'm telling you, you start to think about conquering this earth, like he conquered the earth, like how he think, he just sit down and think about becoming this, powerhouse. Brother, you're gonna be in it. You know what I mean? That's why Christianity they feel safe around Christians. They feel totally safe around Christians. That video is sent with the judge. I don't know if you all looked at it. The judge, I think a white man wrote her a letter, and a disturbing letter about the whole crisis on the border in Texas.
Okay.
And she was saying, you know what I mean, I wouldn't expect all of this to happen in America, basically, when, you know what I mean, that is because you're not looking at him as being your enemy. But he clearly sent you a letter as if you were his enemy. He never saw you before. He don't know anything about you. You understand? But he know one thing, that you're black and you're a problem. You understand? So, you know what I mean? Like, we really had a, you know what I mean? We really had a wake up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's coming a time where his falling away is coming.
Yeah.
His falling away is absolutely, you know, it's already started. And it's definitely, you know, very, very near. It's very, very near. Yeah.
So like I said.
Yeah, go ahead, girl.
So like I said, what you're saying is so heavy. A lot of people may not know, this is like I think the fourth or third year where Esau has seen the lowest numbers in recruitment since the forced draft. And so what they're realizing is that this newer generation of people that's able to fight, they're not, like you said, they're not taking in the propaganda. They're not believing the propaganda the way we have been believed it before in years past and times past. And so they're saying it's a recruitment crisis because now they're not able to fill these ranks. Like, they've accounted for a certain number of soldiers and all these things, and they're not able to fill these slots. And so now they're saying the recruitment crisis. And I was just reading up on Aaron Bushnell, the airman that set himself on fire. And his contract was over in May. He had did his 4 years, and his contract was up in May. But pretty much, it's a lot of people, from what they're saying, that has the same sentiment as him. It's said that he posted on social media after the George Floyd incident that his sentiment against the military started to, like, that was a start of his sentiment against the military. And I remember, just me personally, it's almost like it takes, for most of us brothers that's served, it's always like something that happens where it's like your eyes are open and you see it for what it is, and it's like, all right, this is propaganda. Like, I came in here believing this is a way to change my life or whatever, and it's not the case. And I think a lot of these younger brothers and just the younger generation in general, they starting to see, like you said, the falling away is happening. Even their own people, their own sons are falling away from the lies, and they realizing, man, we inherited lies. Like, y'all sold us something that was not what you said it was.
Yeah.
Which could mean only one thing. If they ain't joining the military, what are joining? Them white militias.
Yep, the militias constantly.
That's exactly what they're doing. That's why they say them joints on a rise. You know what I mean?
And okay, they better really, you know, they're gonna have to come up with a plan quick, or probably already have the plan and just ain't instituted yet, because like what you were saying, Nathan, like how you say he's a soldier, he was a real soldier. Like, there's some people who go into that military not to pay rent, or not to go to school, but for honor and glory.
Yeah.
For real hardcore 6 a.m. bugle, salute the flag, 10 hot honor and glory.
Right.
And they would look at certain things as dishonorable. They would look at it straight up and down, you know, it is what it is. So, which is why, more than likely, they ain't giving no attention to this one. You know what I mean? Like what Kazak was saying, like the dude on the left is, I think this is Capitol Police.
That's Secret Service, sir.
Secret Service, Salakia, in the all black. And he pull up with the Glock drawn down. Meanwhile, this dude on the ground burning out.
Right.
I mean, burning on fire. He pull up with the gun. You know what? He probably saw what the airman would have get up on fire and run after him, man.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm gonna put him down.
Right.
Damn it. Yeah, I mean, they better watch this stuff, man. They better watch this stuff. Like people seeing the hypocrisy. You talking about you're talking about Gaza, then you're talking about what Russia doing to Ukraine. But yet still what you're doing to us, you ain't talking about it. There's people watching.
Yeah.
There's people watching, and the Lord is going to, stir the spirit if the spirit is already taking that direction. The Lord is going to stir it up.
Right.
Because I was watching something also too, where this investigative reporter, like he went on them sites, like them white boys, they be having like special site for them. Like they know where to go get it. They know how to get on it. They know everything about it.
Right.
And he say it's these older militiamen that is, that is seducing these younger boys into coming in and, joining these militia. And they basically, the dude was like, this, they better get a hand on this, or else there's gonna be some problems coming in America. You know what I mean? Like they're for sure, looking at what America doing, and they know within themselves, they know what's what. It's just us black people who how to work 12 hours shift. We tired. We don't have time to sit down and try to figure out what's going on in the world. We're just trying to eat, survive. Not the oppressor. He trying to conquer and make sure whoever conquered stay conquered.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Trying to subdue everybody.
Yeah. Like to him, he's seeing the Mexicans coming across here. He's seeing what's happening in his, evil mind and thinking, well, we had to stand ready for this invasion. We had to stand ready. You know what I mean? And that I don't know if you remember. You remember them cops in there's a story that come out, I think like either 4 years or 3 years ago, with them cops in Wilmington that said that they can't I think it's after the George Floyd, where there was making reference that they can't wait for the race war, where they could put us back like 4 or 5 generations. You understand what I'm saying? Yep. So they've been salivating over this whole, unaliving black people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. And what they're not factoring in is the Lord.
Right.
Yeah.
That's one thing they're not factoring in. They could go and do all their what do you call that thing? All that, shooting in the woods and all the secret militia meetings and all of that thing, right?
Right.
They could go do all of that. But they ain't counting on the Lord bringing something back in this earth.
Yeah.
That would just, put everybody down. Like COVID put everybody down. What happens now if there's COVID and then there's no internet? The other day they said the satellite blocked something. I think they was running a test. I think they was running a damn test. I didn't believe a satellite could move an inch in space without them knowing, much less fall out the goddamn sky. The hell a satellite falling on the sky? You know how big a satellite is?
Right.
And I thought them things disintegrate on entry. It break up into pieces and all kind of thing over with that ozone layer. Nah, you ain't fooling me with that.
Right.
I think that was a test just to see how people would respond, to see like maybe people's alternative methods of communication, to see the levels of panic. But you ain't getting me to believe in 2024, all of a sudden, one day your phone's just not working. No.
Yeah, that might be who knows if there's a test that was running, as you're saying, with some equipment they done invent. You know what I mean? Because them Israelis was across there in Hamas trying to lock off all the communication when they went in.
Russia was doing it to Ukraine.
Yeah.
Russia did it to Ukraine, took out the internet, I think, for about 24, 48 hours. They couldn't communicate at all.
That's why they went for that Starlink.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And remember, what was last year or the year before, when the government did the thing with the food stamp cards, where they didn't let them get loaded. I think it was in Georgia or somewhere. They did it in one confined space just to see how people react. So who the hell knows, man? Who the hell knows how this devil gonna be operating? But I could tell you this though: if more soldiers see that footage, yeah, you're gonna have a problem on your hands.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like England. You're gonna be a shortage. You got all the weapons and nobody to fire.
Right.
Good.
Damn.
Yeah, good.
So, like I said, just to touch up on that, how them cell phones was off, it really made me grateful for having the UPK, because I knew, but in the world, I wouldn't have had necessarily a contingency plan where the UPK gave me an actual solidified, practical, like, okay, if something happened, if all else fails, go to the school. You know what I'm saying? So, so it's like it prevented me from reaching a certain level of paranoia, because I knew all like, okay, there's somewhere I can go if push come to shove, if something really starts to happen. Right, come. And so, like I say, I have to say, and many of you out there, you believe that you prepared and ready for whatever's coming. If you don't have a network of righteous brothers, a brotherhood, a righteous brotherhood, you're gonna be caught slipping. You better get in touch with the ISUPK. If you're Black, Hispanic, or Native American, you better get in touch with these brothers right here, man, with Commander General Yohana, because he's established something that is very practical. A lot of y'all, because y'all see us read the Bible, you think we religious. No, we're very practical. The Bible is practical. And because of it, it's times like that you get to see the practicality in the things that we do, just the check-ins, all that. It's like, it's a lot of stuff we could take for granted, but it's like, yo, like we really got a network set up for when stuff start to fall and collapse, which it will. I mean, we're going to be operating as if how we always been operating. So
that's right.
Yep. AI UCARD, I believe it's artificial intelligence. AI UCARD say, who do you pay rent to? A white man? Yes, AI, because Christ said, give unto Caesar what Caesar, but my soul belongs to the Lord. And you are getting banned. Yeah. You are banned.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Shalom.
Shalom. Banned. You banned from Beyonce internet. Hell. Well, Zach, what you were saying there is so right, where even though this thing was going on, I'm sure there was a level of comfort amongst brothers and sisters in the school that people in the world didn't have. I could imagine, the whole panic and, what's going on. But there's a level of comfort the brothers and sisters in the school would have, because, just built differently. Built differently. I know, like what you're saying, they could be prepared. You could prepare for what you think, like how you think the game gonna go. Like you're preparing for a game,
right?
You're preparing for all the tape you study and all the the scouting you do on the team. Boy, you don't know about these two recruits they just get. You don't know that.
Right.
You don't know the two witnesses the Lord have in the play.
Right.
You know what I mean? Oh boy, they in here now, boy.
Yeah.
Slime diver. Damn.
the names they be coming up with,
Slime diver. Slime diver. You could join, but you got to walk through the fire first.
Right.
Walk through the fire, slime diver. Yikes. Where they coming out of? Slime diver, AI UCARD. None of y'all showing up for Aaron.
Yeah.
Right.
Go ahead.
Well, at least he saluted the flag, right?
Listen, you damn right.
Like okay, this versus taking a knee. You picked the two. But it just show you if the Lord, because we don't want to listen. The Lord said He'll send a cruel messenger.
Right.
You know, and these are tight. This is the 11. He gon' for lack of a better term, turn up the heat. Was getting ready to happen.
Right.
And it's the same thing that happened when Vietnam with the fallout. I remember some years back in DC at the memorial, they had soldiers throwing their medals into the water.
Yeah.
I remember that. They was taking off. They had a, like, you know how you have a ceremony to award soldiers. They were throwing their medal. They were taking that. They would wear their uniform, take the medal, snatch the medals off, and throw them into the water because they was upset and they felt they had committed war crimes.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? They felt like they were, you know, soldiers for this empire in order just to produce financial gain. And these things is what's happening right now with a lot of soldiers and this internet, which is why they're trying to control. There he is right there. I mean, that's the exact photo I remember right there. Snatching, say, can you see? Snatching the medals off, and they were and they were crying out in DC saying, I played a part in genocide. I played a part in the dilapidation of a country. You know what I'm saying? That had democracy in most cases. That had a way of choosing a leader, whether it was, and that's the thing, whether they chose it through democracy or whatever system they had, we overthrew that, we destroyed that. And so they were a lot of these children of the oppressors, like the Bible said, they're gonna seek to please the poor. They know what we saying is true.
Yeah.
They knew every time we went to camp, what we were saying were true. There were soldiers in full uniform, medals and all, Marines, everyone. They knew what we were saying, the ISUPK said was true.
Right.
And it was so real that they probably said, how could you know? It seemed like you were there when I was in the foxhole. It seemed like you were there when I saw a war crime committed. But it's covered by the stars and stripes.
Yeah.
And they call it freedom, fighting for freedom.
Yeah.
You understand? So that's a heavy point. Y'all was bringing out about this situation. I remember this situation right here. This guy here, he made the front page. I remember this picture right here.
It looked like they was interviewing him because he have they had that microphone right by his face.
Yeah, because what did I tell you also too? Like them men who go to war, they be, you know what I mean, on drug. When I say drugs, meaning like medication, some serious medication. Just alone in Israel, they were saying that them troops came back and they were so messed up by what they were seeing and what was going on. Some of them did not want to go back to fight, and they say the ones that came back, whatever medication they was on, they ran out of it because they was taking so much of it. Because war affects you. You know what I mean? You go to war and you see somebody get blown up, you know what I mean, or shot right in front of you. It's going to do something to you.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's going to do something to you. You hearing them bombs dropping, them things going to do something to you. It ain't normal to hear a bomb go off. Right. You understand?
Yeah. And then to see the injuries that come, with it.
Yeah. Because them bombs, I think Iran had launched on one of the structures. They complained that it messed up some of them head. You know what I mean? It messed up some of the, you know what I mean, some of their brain. So which means, you know what I mean, they're coming back messed up. You know what I mean? You can clearly see this dude who about to rip that medal off his chest. He you know what I mean, it passed 2 hours for his medication.
That's right. Lucky.
Yeah, go ahead.
And that's how you know that we're moving further and further away from conventional warfare, which is why nuclear war is inevitable.
Yeah,
it's the end game now, because you know, back in the day, you had war, but see, you were able to blind people more. You made it a religious war. You made it about patriotism. You made it about imperialism, or even civilizing the earth. But now, because of the internet, because of the World Wide Web, because of all these different, like Captain I talked about, all these different chat sites and things where you have groups, militia members, ex-military, people who are anarchists. All these people are sharing videos and have inside information. I'm talking about FBI documents sealed. They have it online right now.
Yeah.
They have info. You can hop on Call of Duty and get something from the CIA right now. If you get to level 5, if you get the bazooka and get to level 5, you will unlock the documents. They will come via email.
That's a new game pack.
That's right. That's right. That's the new game. It's a new cheat code. And that's why the scripture is so heavy when it says, where it talks about the mark of the beast in their forehead and in their hand, their right hand. They can't wash the blood off.
Yeah.
They can't get that out of their mind because of the evil that they've done, the things that they've done to fight for this beast. Which is why we implore all our brothers and sisters in the military to tune in and get linked up with the ISUPK.
Yeah.
You understand? Because otherwise, you're going to get baptized by fire in another way.
Right.
So like I yield.
Aaron took the baptism, man. Aaron took it. I mean, Aaron did something strong. He did something real strong, and he felt a way about something, and he did something strong. And I don't want to hear nothing about mental health crisis.
Nah,
none of that. Aaron identified as a hero. He wanted to do something heroic, and that was his right.
It's like if I may, so just to back up what Captain Kahan was saying, I seen an article the other day. I just pulled it back up, where it talks about how the military is leaving conventional warfare. It's an article that says AI, artificial intelligence models, consistently favor using nuclear weapons in war games. And pretty much it's talking about how all the different war simulations that they use for the artificial intelligence, every single one that they use, the artificial intelligence is going all the way to the nuclear. Like it's not no other end result. Every single one is going straight to the nuclear weapons. And so, like what Captain Kahan was saying, that whole boots on the ground, that's really not even going to be the war no more. Straight drones and cyber attacks and eventually nuclear war.
Yep, listen, the platoon turning into the Walmart checkout line now. Like how they having no cashiers, it's going to be no soldiers out. Going to be no soldiers. And okay, that's so heavy. If you don't mind, when you get a chance, send me that article, brother, because I hate to always be talking about movies and shit. But I watched that I forget the name of the movie. Denzel Washington's son he's the star of the movie.
I know what you're talking about.
It's something in the future with AI.
The creator.
The creator.
Yeah,
brother. They say the AI launched the damn nuclear missile and blow everybody up. You know what I mean? So for this, they to have an article that in all these simulations, the AI, after they run all the different combinations and possibilities, run through the whole Rolodex of how to win, is to drop the nuclear bomb. That's different. That's really different. And remember, this is before this, I don't know if you remember, I think earlier this year I was telling you about how they was talking about the spying in the war game done going through the roof.
Yep.
The spying and the COINTELPRO and the counterintelligence is gone through the roof between the Chinese and the Russians and America, and how they doing this misinformation. Where they spy on your system so well, they'll intercept orders going down and then come behind it and send other orders out as if it coming from another officer.
Right.
And the junior officer, he don't know any different. When he go back, it's like, but I didn't tell you to do that. Yes, sir, I have the email, I have the dossier right here. And it's not none of them. This is some bot from Russia doing it. So, you know, sit back and watch. Go ahead, Cap.
And the heavy thing about the intelligence is when the intelligence get that much into spying, and if spying gets so heavy, what happened is some things are going to get leaked to the general public.
Right. Yep.
Like some of these people, they getting sent emails from unknown sources. Most of the press. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You went off.
Oh yeah, Salaki. But most of these journalists, they don't want to reveal their sources because of the danger.
Right.
Things, you know what I'm saying?
AI, that's what these sources are.
So like you said, like that movie, I go even back all the way back to the Terminator with Skynet.
Yeah, Skynet concert.
I remember being in college, man. I got a chance to speak to that sister Sophia Stewart, man. It was when I was in college, I got a chance to speak to her. About because she was of course they said she wrote that movie along with The Matrix. And I asked her what was the concept, you know what I'm saying? And she said, well, it was going from a robotics age to a digital age. She didn't mention AI, but I can see the plot twist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And how people would rely more on technology, and then technology would turn on them. But in most, what we see, we know who, you know what I'm saying? It's always a puppet master behind it. These programs can't write themselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's artificial intelligence, not intelligent. So somebody's writing these programs, and these war games they playing is spilling over into everything, every form of social media, video games. It's all, like I said, it's all kind of things that are being leaked, man, and they can't stop it. They don't know where the leak coming from. You said they don't know if it's coming from a bot or actual person or what, but these things are starting to happen, and people, they can't. It's hard to hide things like they used to. The Lord is pulling back the veil.
Right.
And we getting closer and closer to the end, and you can see it. Like they revealing things about the food source, the USDA on drugs and food and all that. They doing everything, weapons, all kind of things. You got people building ghost guns with that making automatic ghost guns in their basement with a 3D printer.
Yep.
Easily.
So this thing here then went to a whole nother level. You talk about freedom and free will. Well, now you have it. Pick your poison. Like
and as a saying that too, right? You remember Julian Assange?
Yeah.
Right. Did his time in prison in England, and England still hold on to him because America wanted him, and I think America soon will put the hand on him to prosecute him.
If they get them countries to give him up, that's
England.
the issue they're having.
Yeah,
that's the issue they're having.
Yeah,
that's the issue they have. Because remember, he was moving around for a bit, and he would. So after England, or before England, wasn't he somewhere else before?
He was in England, in Ecuador, building. He spent at least a few years in Ecuador and build what do you call that?
Embassy you're talking about. Okay, I thought he was actually in Ecuador. I got you.
No, he was in England, and then they do the paperwork. They went through the legalities, and he had to leave from there. As soon as he stepped foot, they went and get him, and England threw him in prison and held him there to the point where I think he's from Australia, and Australia was trying to stop England from sending him to America because America want to prosecute him, because more likely America wants to know how he put his hands on them documents, them leaked documents.
They're gonna make him sing.
Yeah,
they're gonna put him on a track. This ain't Texas. You can't hold them. Lay all your secrets down. They're gonna make him sing. This is not the age. This is not the age to be as a spy that get caught, or a rogue soldier, or nothing like the stakes is real high right now. Real hard. Yeah, I mean, let's get a couple of these stories. We done, get into this AI and the war and Iran. Let's get into a few of these here, brother. You could get number 4 with China for sure.
Come on. China issues warning on risk of nuclear war. China has issued a warning about the risk of nuclear war in response to Russian President Vladimir Putin, saying that Moscow's strategic nuclear forces are in a state of full readiness during his annual State of the Nation address on Thursday. Putin said during his address that the chances of nuclear war would increase if Western nations send troops to Ukraine, as suggested by French President Emmanuel Macron earlier this week. Putin also said Russia has weapons that can hit targets on their territory, and that threatens a conflict with the use of nuclear weapons and the destruction of civilization. Don't they get that? His remarks sparked global condemnation as other world leaders have long urged against nuclear threats amid the Russia-Ukraine war. Since that conflict began in February 2022, concerns about the potential use of nuclear weapons have risen. While Russian authorities have long sought to downplay such fears, pundits on Russian state TV, which aligns with the Kremlin, have repeatedly discussed the possibility of nuclear war, fueling concerns.
So what they're really trying to say is that China is warning about the whole situation with Russia. They're trying to tell everybody, stop playing Putin about that life.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
I don't think nobody ever listened to no Chinese man ever. I don't think in the history of the world that I don't think there's ever been a time where somebody actually said, Zhong Dong Hoi is actually right. So I can't imagine what this warning could even be. Like the Chinese better off making a movie about this shit. And ain't nobody gonna be listening to that shit. Go ahead, Kyle.
They say it is a year of the dragon.
Yep.
So when you look at China is in a they kind of like in a pickle, because they down with Russia, but they know where this is headed. Like you said, a lot of them, they know the pressure is on with these with the nuclear nuclear weapons, and everybody, all these nations are ready to go. Their borders are starting to be more fortified, and in some cases, they're starting to push the border into another country, which is a signal for invasion. So when, like the Bible says, if I can get one scripture, I love this scripture because Christ said it best, man. If I can get Mark chapter 13, verse 7. And 7 and 8, man, because this right here is so important, man. Like the Bible said that these times will come, and this is what we trying to let our brothers and sisters know, man. It's time to get right with the Lord, man. It's high time, because we don't know what these people will do, and like Captain Mashak said, the miscommunication. The miscommunication, all that can trigger something easily. I can get that scripture, my brother.
Mark chapter 13, verse 7. And when ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled, for such things must needs be, but the end shall not be yet.
Right. Our King told us, man. He told us that these things was gonna happen. He said, "Don't be troubled. These things have to happen before he returned." The disciples asked him, "What's gonna be the sign of your coming?"
That's right.
We seeing the signs right here, brothers and sisters. Every day is more and more weapons being revealed, psyops, all these different things happening. They got weapons that they haven't even revealed yet.
Right.
Things that they got that's in the backpack, they can blow up a city block. All these things that's going chemical warfare. All these things. You know what I'm saying? Like the Bible said, that you're gonna hear of wars and rumors of wars. You know what I'm saying? You got all kinds of cyber warfare, all kinds of warfare right here, man. Now they got the war on poverty, which is a rumor, because we still poor. They ain't never won that war. All these wars and rumors of wars is gonna be going on. Keep going, my brother.
Kawakan. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom.
You understand? A nation is a race of people.
Right.
One race of people fighting another race of people. That's a race war.
Right.
Kingdom against kingdom. This talking about governments. You got all these governments, and then you got new governments that's springing up, that's trying to spring up in these times of war. That's trying to claim independence on their own. So you're going to have all these things going to happen. Keep going.
Kawakan, sir. And there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginnings of sorrows.
Look how many earthquakes they've been having, man, in all these different places, man.
Right.
All these different tremors they getting from unsuspected places. That's what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? The famines. You got people, you know, it's a famine in Gaza right now. They eating horses and donkeys. You know what I'm saying? All these things going on with war, and war brings famine.
Right.
One of the horsemen that they saw riding in the book of Revelation.
Right.
All these things are happening right now before our eyes, and the wicked still look for a sign. You still looking for a zodiac sign. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm toting the Taurus, and I'm not talking about the zodiac sign. I'm not talking about I'm toting the Taurus. Okay.
And that bull kick.
Right.
Exactly.
That bull kick.
You know what I'm saying? That's right. I tell you what, you get in the middle of a pastor and you ask a seasoned bull about a red flag and ask him how you feel about that. So like I yield.
Bars.
Yep. Yeah, man. Like, listen, it's getting close to that time, and everybody still think we have time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Everybody still think we have time. Prince said, realize you're out of time. That's really what it is. Like this year, as Kahan saying, it's it's downhill from here. Like there's no real, the new norm is every day. It's tomorrow. Tomorrow is the new norm. The day after is the new norm. It's not going back to what it was before.
Yeah.
Sorry to tell you, this AI done changed everything. You thought the internet was moving fast. It was like every 5 years is something new. Brother, this AI every week, every day is something new. It's changing the norms. What's normal now is not going to be normal on Wednesday, because this AI is going through every iteration of the best outcome. And then when it produces that, and that gets applied, now the AI has a new starting point, a new reference.
Yep.
You understand? A new thing to improve on. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough, and there's going to be a whole subculture left behind with it. If that nuclear bomb ain't go off, the technological advancement is going to leave a whole subculture behind that's going to become a whole new world down there. It's going to be a whole new world, a whole new society with rules and culture and a way of life that's just not, not technological.
Man.
Man.
And you won't believe, at the beginning of the war, they were saying Israel was using that to when there was bombing places in Gaza, AI.
To figure out where to bomb.
Yeah, where to drop the bomb.
So they use AI. They didn't ask the rabbi though. They didn't go to the rabbi and ask him for some, some spiritual guidance on where to drop their, missiles.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yep.
So China won, and China said Putin ain't playing.
Yeah.
So don't play with Vladimir, man. Vlad is not one to be playing with.
Yeah.
Okay.
And them Chinese about money too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you messing with the money. So they will come out and say that. You know what I mean? Because them and Russia, they in bed. So they tied up, you know what I mean, with billions, if not, you know what I mean, trillions of dollars. You know what I mean? And then they're talking about, I think they're talking about bringing Ukraine in to NATO and the Moldova. And also talking about taking the money that Russia had frozen around the world. They was talking about taking that to give to Ukraine.
Brother,
I'm telling you.
I don't think I think they know, but they just have to talk about these things. You know what I mean? To either to appease the public or to appear like they're choosing the right route. But any one of those things is going to provoke Putin to take action.
Yeah.
Any one of those things. And if he will, you know, unalive his political opposition, what do you think he's going to do to the rest of the world? Yeah, he ain't the one.
Yeah.
Definitely ain't the one.
And you can clearly see when oppressors angry with each other, it's like the earth had to pay for it. Somehow the earth had to pay for, you know what I mean, for what's going on between them. And not just oppressors, but these heathens. You could clearly see the need lords over them. You know what I mean? Righteous lords over them to tell them how to go about dealing with the problems. Because without that, brother, they're going to destroy everything in their path. They're trying to, you know what I mean, to try to get to their what they call their goals.
Yeah.
Con, like it's so heavy, man. It reminds me of those you know, those old stories about, you know, how they talk about man trying to be godlike. And that's exactly what these heathens have one. And the Lord is showing us, this is a lesson for all our brothers and sisters. The Lord is showing us if these heathens, once they gain full power and a power to destroying things, they believe they're godlike.
Right.
Yeah.
Like and like really like playing with humanity. Like they have enough nuclear missiles to actually wipe out humanity on this earth.
Yeah.
And they and I mean to really destroy the atmosphere, the ozone layer, everything. Like, so if you're talking about a God complex, now you playing with fire. And in some cases, Greek fire. Because it's no different than a lot of those you know, stories and tales about people who wanted to attain power and then go against God.
Right.
Or want to become God, want to become a deity. And this every time in the scriptures, when you see heathens get to a certain level of power, they declare themselves God. They'll name a missile Hellfire missile or the Satan 2.0 or whatever. What is that saying? That's saying about their mentality, the things they name their weapons. You know what I'm saying? So these things here, these missiles here, and if you were dealing with any people who had any form of intelligence, they wouldn't have let it got to this point.
Yeah.
They would have said, okay, we got this. This is certain knowledge we shouldn't be able to use, because this right here would ultimately destroy the whole earth. But when that knowledge came out, like in that movie Oppenheimer, what happened? It was an arms race now. Now who can get to the most powerful bomb? I can make a bomb. I'm gonna make one more powerful. Okay, I'm gonna make one more powerful than that one, and it just go on and on and on. You understand? So this right here, which is why the Lord said He gonna have to cut the time short. It won't be no flesh left to save if these people continue to rule.
Yep.
But we crazy.
Beat their weapons into plowshares. That's what's needed.
That's right.
That's what's really needed.
That's right, Cap. They operate. They had a thing called Operation Plowshare, where even Esau is trying to say, man, look, we got to try to stop this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they got that from the Bible, Operation Plowshare.
Yeah.
They get that from the scriptures because they know what is gonna. The simulations in their eyes telling you, you know, the end game is somebody pushing the button, and you know, who can blow up who first.
Right.
What missile can hit what area before this missile hit your area? You know what I'm saying? So it's man, look, brothers and sisters, it's time, man. It's time. It's time to wake up. You know what I'm saying? That the Lord is building a spiritual ark right now. It's not gonna be by water this time. This time it's gonna be by fire.
Yeah. Aaron got the memo early.
That's right.
Aaron Bushnell or whatever his name is, he got the memo early. You know what I mean? So let's get a couple more before we roll up. We get ready to roll out of here. You make sure and pay your Passover fee, man. Get that money in $200 for adult 18 years and over. Get that funds in, man.
That's right.
Get that fund in. You know what I mean? Where we going next, Hakeem? What you feeling like?
And if you want to hit that one with the sister that is the lawyer, and if you want to hit on that one,
that's number 16.
I believe so. Let's see.
Yeah, I believe that's it. 1 second. Let me see if I could cue it up.
To show, you know what I mean, this shows that we know we're ready for anything this man fitting to bring.
No, definitely. Absolutely. You there's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
This is the one, right?
I believe so.
And surprised to receive that letter.
The federally appointed judge is speaking out after receiving what she calls a threatening and harassing letter from a Houston attorney who's now been terminated because of that letter. Fox 26's Dominic Keith has an update on the developing story.
I was shocked and surprised to receive that letter.
This letter sent from Houston attorney Ben Adderholt to immigration judge Erica Hughes begins by addressing the judge by her first name and immediately asks, quote, "Who do you think you are?"
Calling me Erica as if we are friends or if he knows me started off just going in the wrong direction. The letter progresses and gets progressively worse.
In fact, the line in the letter Adderholt wrote that stings most for Judge Hughes is this, quote, "Political animals who treat our judiciary as political games."
The animals part stands out to me, that an individual in 2024 would show such disdain for an individual they've never met.
The letter was...
You see.
Not a problem.
This is the problem I'll be having. I damn near sometimes at a point I can't feel even the pain and the sorrow I should feel for our people. You know what he meant by animals.
Yeah.
You know exactly what he meant by the whole reference to these political animals and showing
That's right.
disdain. He could have said, a judge who is no judge,
right?
Or you're a political pawn. He could have said that. But a political animal, I'm thinking in this case would be, you're such an animal, meaning like it's such a savage or whatever. But not in her case. Not in her case. That animal in her case refers back to when, you was considered part of the farm.
That's it.
When you would eat after the horses and before the cows.
Right. It's a lot.
And then for her to say, I cannot understand why somebody would have such disdain for a person, as if this is personal to her, and he's not making a national, general, blanket racial statement. Sometimes I can't feel sorry for our people in these situations. So that go ahead, Khan.
No, Cap, I second what you're saying, because when he said political animals, he wasn't talking about the Democratic Party mascot, the donkey.
Right.
He wasn't talking about the Republican mascot, the elephant.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about a nigga.
That's right.
Yeah.
And see, the thing is, you know, oh my goodness, black people have to stop. Like, and speaking of war, coming off the stories we just been talking about, you can't effectively wage war against someone unless if you still value or see their humanity. They have to be an animal. They have to be subhuman.
That's right. That's
in order to effectively wage war with them.
Right.
There's a psychology in war, and here they will weaponize their justice system. Like in his mind, you're not even fit. I can't even call you your honor. It's dishonor.
Right.
Just calling a sitting judge by their first name. But once again, we crazy. ISUPK Houston is crazy. Really? ISUPK is crazy. Really?
And
they would go in the same courtroom trying to fight and trying to deal with a city ordinance, and you look at us like we're stupid. Well, let us call you by your first name then. Because you have people that's in your own practice that don't respect you. You understand? They're not cared if your robe is black. You black.
That's right.
That's the problem. And you a woman. So you're a double minority now. For all the sisters out there who wanna jump on the bandwagon of the feminists. Where they at? Where the feminists at? You don't see them when this type of stuff happen. The only people that's frontlining this is the UPK.
That's right.
So like how you
and Salakia too. You were saying so heavy also too. And this remind me of Commander Jerry Hanna with us speaking in DC when he told one of them brothers, he's like, I don't know you, but you a black man like me, and it means something.
Yeah.
This is the total opposite to that. You understand? This is this woman thinking that she is an American. You know what I mean? And in her mind, he never saw me. Why does he hate me?
Come on, man. Like how do you arrive at that?
Right.
In 2024. Like how do you still, rationalize that? How is that a rational thought in your damn brain? I need to ask AI that. Like, AI, is racism still exist? Let me see what the goddamn computer would say.
Right.
Brother, I be thinking some of these people don't have any glass in the house. Everything is plastic. You know what I mean? Down to the plate, everything.
Right.
Or they don't brush their tongue from all that brown tonguing they're doing, which is what really going on.
Yeah.
Which is from kissing the oppressors never ends up. You have to not only lie to us, you have to also lie to yourself.
That's right.
The first person you lie to in the morning is that Negro in the mirror before you walk out the door to go and sit on a judge's seat and bang a gavel. That's the first person you lie to, so you could get through the day. You got to lie to yourself so you could, issue his laws and harm black men and harm black women, even though they may have done something wrong. What the justice you're seeking is for the oppressor. And when this oppressor disrespect you, now you want to say, I can't believe they'll have such disdain for a person. You're not a person.
That's
You're
right.
A nigga in a robe.
A
nigga on a nag.
Yeah.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Cap. Go ahead, Cap.
Sorry,
I mean to cut you off, Cap.
No, you go ahead. I'll come in after.
Con, the water, sir. And you know what's so crazy? And you a judge, and you thinking like this. So what does this say about your judgment? Like, I mean, like you are a judge. You got people who come before you, who you don't know them, but you know their crimes, don't you? You know what they're being charged with. You don't know them personally. You never met these people you're judging.
Right.
Well, now let them be the judge now. and let's see how it looks. Now you see they don't know you, but they know you. You have a pre-assigned crime that's already that you're labeled for, and that's the first one is being black. That's the first thing. And then to say that you are tainting the justice system, meaning because they don't view you as being legitimate. You shouldn't be in that seat. You should be in handcuffs.
Right.
You shouldn't be able to legislate these different things and pass different judgments from the bench.
Right.
And that's why everybody want to say, well, the UPK, y'all seem like y'all got permanent enemies. No, we have permanent values.
That's right.
That's what we have. We have permanent values. The people that violate those values, then by default, where does that put you?
Right.
I'm sorry. Because every nation has that. And to be shocked, and you would a judge, a real judge say, I understand why. I know. I practice law. I know whatever kind of a law she practiced, she should know this.
Yeah.
This is American history 101. You know what I'm saying? Or where I guess you rather call it critical race theory now.
It's like a mission.
Yeah,
you think it's bad? Play on, and you'll see why.
Listen, you gonna make me have a connection here.
That an individual in 2024 would show such disdain for an individual they've never met.
The letter was written on Adderholt's company letterhead. Law firm Coates Rose tells me Adderholt, quote, practiced poor judgment, and he has now been terminated. Judge Hughes, a military veteran, believes lawsuits filed against several black female judicial candidates in this election created an atmosphere for people to send the candidates such letters.
So she know.
Yeah, she believe in America. She went and put on the uniform, went and fight for them. So in her mind, she is, you know what I mean, she is American. Like you talk to her, she does not see color. That's how she's sung, like one of them. She does not see color. You know what I mean? Until, you know what I mean, it's a black man. You understand? Like somehow it's always the bulb. I don't know what comes on in them against their own people. But you know what I mean, where they're not shocked. Like they ain't shocked. But when ESO do something in 2024, it's like this still happening. You understand what I'm saying? Like this still happening. Like go tell me how many black judges there is. You know what I mean? Tell me how many brothers in prison. Go do that. You know what I mean? Like she clearly could see that the side she is on is against black men, black women.
Yep. But not
she
her
can
though.
Clearly see it.
But not her. That's the lie she telling herself. Every morning, she had to tell herself a lie that they're against them, not
I expect
me.
To be attacked.
You understand? That's the lie she had to tell herself. They're against them, but not me, because I'm not like them.
Yeah.
Crazy.
No, you're right too. That's heavy because why would she say you never meet me before? Why would she even say that? So you're trying to say that some black people like that when he describing animals?
Yeah. Yep.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And Salaki. And that's so heavy, Cap. That's exactly what she's saying. Like she didn't say nobody's animals. There's no human person animal. She just said he never met me.
Yeah.
So you can't classify. So you do believe you can classify some of us as animals.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why you say guilty. Am I right? That's where the word guilt. That's when you use the word guilty. When you believe someone is uncivilized and can't conduct themselves in a civilized civilized society. But I'm gonna tell you that, like the Bible say, the time is coming where the Bible said that 7 women gonna take hold of one man, and it don't matter if you a woman behind a bench, a woman that's the manager at IBM or wherever. That's gonna happen.
Yes, sir.
You understand? Because the Lord is raising up new judges.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's getting ready to happen. You know what I'm saying? You getting threatening letters and you become unraveled. You know what I'm saying? You trying to uphold this man's law and this way of doing having justice, and meanwhile you're not even respected. You're not even respected, man. And they saying this is going on with a bunch of women judges, probably because of this Trump situation. Probably because of this Trump situation with that district attorney out there and all
Mr.
these
Willis.
women, right? All these women, black women now, they coming after black women. They saying, okay, you trying to destroy democracy.
Mm-hmm.
So they going after every black woman in these political positions in most cases, especially in Texas. And you got a nerve to look down on the UPK. You better wake up and smell the frankincense and myrrh.
She could just go learn to cook, clean, do that thing that rhyme with luck, and shut up. That's what she could go to do.
That's
she could go learn to do that thing. It ain't nobody sending nobody no letter about that. I can tell you that.
That's
You're gonna get praised and all of that. Yeah, I mean, listen, I was just trying to look up to see who her husband is, brother. I could not find no picture. So I'm starting to think now this might be a B or a Q. And I ain't talking about fraternities.
Have you a prophet? Because that's what I was going to say. There's something about this sister here that has a strong, and I could be off, but as I'm watching her and I'm listening to the way she speaks, she has a strong LGBTQ vibe. And that's from the moment I heard her speak, you said exactly what I was thinking. She has a strong LGBTQ vibe,
brother. Strong.
It's a lot. And she's in Houston, right?
Right.
I'm gonna dispatch one of the brothers to go down there and find out. So like we're gonna do our own investigation.
Listen, come back with the footage, Jack. Come back with it, because this one here is very special. Very special. You know what I mean? We could play some more on it now. That's pretty much it.
I think that's pretty much it. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna give her a couple more seconds. Let me hear what she has.
I expect to be attacked when I serve in the military. I don't expect to be.
Hold on. She ain't expect to be attacked when she served in the military. The military is about being attacked.
Right.
What the hell are you talking about?
Right.
And like she don't know history too, because brothers who was in the military, they was attacked. Like what's so different? I think because we're in 2024. Slovakia.
Exactly, and of course the lie she tells herself in the mirror every morning, brother, is sweet like honey from a bee's ass. It's sweet.
Yeah.
And
sweet, brother.
And as Captain Khan put it, I mean, it seems as if racism to black people has an expiry date, like milk.
Yeah, it's spoiled, it's old. Racism turned. Racism ain't good no more. Yesterday's racism. I got microwaved that racism for it to be good today, but that's yesterday's racism. It turned it old, it's spoiled. You can make pudding with that shit. Yeah, man.
I run for a political position in a party in democracy in the United States.
While several black female candidates have had their eligibility or qualifications questioned, Judge Hughes was elected a Harris County criminal court judge in 2018 and later appointed as a federal immigration judge.
So no one could attack my qualifications, and so this was another way to try to get me removed from the ballot.
The lawsuit attempting to remove Judge Hughes from the ballot accused her of forging names on a petition. The Texas Supreme Court threw out that claim, but the judge says she has received threatening letters ever since the suit.
And so it's very disheartening that in 2024, I received letters like this, calling me an animal, calling me by my first name. I referenced the date or the year because of the history in this country of slavery. And so I don't expect that in 2024.
Yeah, that's
the problem.
Stupid. You're stupid.
That's the problem right there. You don't expect it.
You stupid. You stupid. With the history of this country, you don't expect it? Rather, you could be walking to school every day and a dog that runs from the neighbor's porch to the fence and presses against the fence Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Somehow on Thursday, you think the dog is not going to rush up and bark at you while you're walking to school?
That's right. That's right. So
Every child know that. Any child know that. You walk into school, watch, the dog gonna come. By Thursday, you're gonna start running, so the dog will start running, because you know the dog coming. You've been here how much? 30, 40 years on the earth. And you done studied the history of America, and somehow the history ain't gonna matter today because you running for political office. Because you want to be a judge, because you have aspirations. Somehow the history ain't gonna matter. You ain't expecting that. We have a serious sense of delusion in this place, man.
Yep.
That's right.
A ridiculous sense of delusion. And it's dangerous because we will okay, not weaponize it, but we will use it to and the trauma responses, the trauma triggers of our people as a whole to rally support. When we ain't supposed to be rallying support for this bullshit, if that's the stand she taking. Because if there's no racism, hear me clearly, and you are judging Texas, is brothers and sisters getting sentenced fairly if there's no racism?
Come on, Cap. Come on, Cap.
Is brothers and sisters getting treated fairly when they get pulled over by the cops and booked in?
That's right.
If there's no racism. If with the history of America, and you in Texas now, where the history is rich and thick and fertilize the trees in some people's yard, the history so thick.
Right.
Man, I use Salaki Kahan. Go ahead, please.
No, Cap, man, what you just said was nuclear. I mean, we got the Texas border crisis. Let's just start with that. We can go on, and there's a move right now to push out any black major figurehead political politician in these southern states. It's going across the board. It's almost like how it was after the Reconstruction period. They want to reset. They trying to clear the board for Trump right now.
Right.
And I like Captain Yadazak. Shout out to Captain Yadazak out there in ISUPK, Texas, man. A lot of these black politicians, they reaching out to the UPK. Once again, some of them is like Nicodemus. They coming to us by night because they know that you got the Proud Boys, you got the militia, you got everybody on their tail, and they don't even feel safe with state capitol police.
Right.
They don't feel safe. So they need to have someone who understands. They need a prophet to set provisions.
Yeah.
That's what time it is right now. And there's an old saying that they said the only thing that separates man from beast is the rule of law. Some say the rule of reason, but they're both one and the same. Because the beast don't understand certain language. And this is what she don't understand. She's trying to reason with an animal. And like you said, Captain Mashak, you gave a great example of a dog. That it's certain things in that nature. And there's nothing you gonna do that's gonna change that dog.
That's right.
We tell you, hey, I'm just going to school. He gonna still run after you.
Yeah.
You don't care where you going. He looks at you as something he can attack.
Yeah.
So this is what these judges and these people, you trying to set it steady and reason instead of to understand what must I do to protect myself. Because those letters can turn to something else. So like how you?
No, you right up. You right. Listen, if I could just get Ezekiel 34:8.
Come on.
Please let me know when you have it out, because this sister here, let me just play that last part, brother. Let me know when you have Ezekiel 34. She said, I don't believe, damn.
And so I don't expect that in 2024. Democracy is what this country was built on.
Ben Adderholt sent me a statement saying using company letterhead to write a judicial candidate violated his firm's policy. He says that, quote, was unintentional and careless and an error of judgment.
Cap.
Go ahead.
Is what this country
Every firm, everybody from that firm that come before my bench, if I was, they guilty. I mean, they gonna lose that case. I'm sorry. I'll show her how to fight. No problem.
Yeah.
What law firm represent? Okay, silence. I'll be hitting the every time I say, you're throwing your stuff out. Anybody, your law firm could not come before me and win anything after that. It'd be over with.
Right. Listen, you so right out. Listen, she said she couldn't believe she get this letter in 2024 and blah 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 blah. But listen, I'm gonna read this sister letter from the Lord. Go ahead and read this, please.
Khan, Ezekiel chapter 34, verse 8. As I live, saith the Lord God, surely because my flock became a prey, and my flock became meat to every beast of the field.
To every what?
To every beast of the field.
Every what?
To every beast of the field.
See, she getting mad because some mad or some upset lawyer writes her a letter and calls her an animal when the Lord called them beasts of the field, called them all beasts of the field. But the thing is, you try to be like them so much, they just call you an animal. You can't believe they call you an animal. We, the Lord's chosen people, are. We pray to every beast of the field. We pray unto them. And you see the position she take, like a real good old victim, like, I can't believe you do that to me. In 2024, like something so special about this year. Like there's children, like listen, there's children now getting their limbs blown off on the Gaza Strip in 2024. What are we talking about? But you have political aspirations. Your ambition is why you can't see that you one of us.
That's right.
So you need a letterhead with your name, Erica, to remind you that in this kingdom, you're an animal. You better learn to go cook, clean, something that rhyme with luck, and shut up. That's what you better learn to go do. You better learn to go do that and learn to go do it quickly. You know what I mean? Listen, man, I think we done used up all the time. I ain't gonna keep it too much longer. Yeah, I mean, I hope everybody enjoyed the show. I'm gonna be watching the news for the fallout from this damn Navy or Air Force soldier, because they're talking about it at all. But I'm gonna keep my ears close to the ground just to hear who gonna do it next, who they gonna have to pull out of the barracks, what the hell is going on. You know what I mean? Join Commander General Hanna this Monday and every Monday, 9 p.m. with the heavy hitting crew. He gonna be on live to break it on down even further. You know what I mean? Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. Pay your tithes, ISUPK.com. Support the truth. You know what I mean? $200 for everyone 18 years and over, all adults. ISUPK 55th annual Passover, North Carolina. We at the last Black-owned fairgrounds, man. Come check it out.
That's right.
You know, rock down with us. It's going to be amazing. A whole 1 week pass, $200 for everything. You know what I mean? Your lamb, you know, all black party, everything, man. We're going to have it in. Get there with it. You know, again, as usual, I'd like to thank everybody who come through. Captain Nathan holding us down, preparing the way for us down there in the Carolinas. Yeah, Captain Kahan always coming through, giving us that insight, sharp insight. And also, Officer Kazaka Ahmad tonight, you know what I mean, holding it down. Yeah, everybody inside. Your Shabana, Amana Bath, your Howard, Twill Williams, Trooper Halak, Markeith Bankroll, everybody, thank you all for coming through. We're going to see you all next week. And Lord Allah. Shalom.
Israel, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under commanding General Yohana, presents the Lord's 55th annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 55th annual Passover is rapidly approaching. Commanding General Yohana is calling for all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to remember what the Lord did for us by saving us from our oppressors and choosing us to be a special people unto Him, the real Jews and Israelites. Passover will be held in Durham, North Carolina. Pay your Passover fee. Anyone 17 years of age or older must pay $200. Come and enjoy fresh lamb, unleavened bread, and the Spirit of Christ. Can't wait to see you all there, Israel. Shalom.
Gathered on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us.